Hey everybody, clearing. Clearing. Okay, today Divine Feminine reading. Let's get into it. This deck is going to be Where Are the Energies At in the Collective. And shuffle. This one is going to be Where Are the Feminines At? Divine Feminines, where are you at? What are you thinking about these connections? Your counterpart. Feeling about the connections and your counterpart. So Divine Masculines watching, pay attention to this because this is where your Divine Feminine is likely at if they are in this collective. What do the Divine Feminines need to know about where the Divine Feminines are at? Then we're going to get into what the Divine Masculines have to say about where the Feminines are at every step of the way. One. And then where things are going. So that's what I got on the pre-shuffle. That's the elaborate way I'm being asked to do this. So let's see if I can remember what I'm getting there for each of these regular check-in angles of the connection. Still moving, everyone. As you can see, I will have a new location maybe by the weekend set up. Okay, collective energies. Where is the collective at consciously about the connections? Mastery, accountability, and acceptance. So many in the collective have accepted that this is divinely guided, it is legit, it is real, the love is not a trick, it is partly our accountability, and it's propelling us to mastery. Where are the feminines at with that? King of Swords, so they don't know. They don't know. Divine Feminines don't know. And that's kind of beautiful. When was it, Divine Feminines, last when you presumed not to know or need to know, and to just surrender into trust, into faith, belief? And that's not blind faith. That is, the next card I'm looking at is progress. So what do you need to know about not needing to know right now, Divine Feminines? This is progress. This is mental progress. Instead of presuming to know, instead of presuming to have it figured out, there is a peace coming in. There's rest. What do the masculines have to say about that? Where there's a will, there's a way. So yes, you've tamed the beast, Divine Feminines. You have calmed down. You've believed in the love. You've let it support you. Where is this moving the connections? Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth. So Divine Feminines, you're releasing all that negativity within, all of the cutting head over heart analysis of what it could be that might not be good. All that is gone or going. And Divine Masculines are saying, keep going. Where there's a will, there's a way. You can come into this level of progress and peace. Beautiful. Where are the Divine Feminines about their counterpart in the collective? Awakening to source, soul confidence, reassurance, source essence. Wow, this is a couple of different things. So you might be changing your perspective, Divine Feminines, and having the confidence in your own spiritual progress here. There's reassurance and source essence, but you may be looking at your divine counterpart as just a beautiful spiritual being having an earth experience and just as confused as the next guy. So yeah, there's some forgiveness in this and taking it above and beyond the person, letting go of the person, taking it higher, connecting to source, and forgiving the person their trespasses because they are human, because they are trying to learn and haven't gotten it right. They haven't had it figured out right from the beginning. It reminds me of a parent that is maybe not a great parent, but a parent that is watching their little child do something for themselves for the first time, and then being frustrated that the child didn't get it right, having not told the child how to do that thing, etc. And the child makes a mistake because they don't know how it's supposed to be done, and then being criticized for not doing that. This is akin to that, divine feminines. When we criticize the masculines for not getting it right yet, or vice versa, when the masculines criticize the feminines for not getting it right, we don't know what right is. We're waking up to that collectively right now. So you don't have to put yourself into that relationship. If that person is not loving you the way you know you deserve to be loved just yet, don't get overly invested. Don't emotionally align with desiring that. That's not the kind of thing that you need to be up close and personal with. You can take it slower and have it unfold and mature without being glommed onto it and in that connection prematurely. So that's how you can have both. You can stay open for it to develop, but you can also not get ahead of yourselves, divine feminine. So this is reconnection to source. What are the divine feminines thinking about their masculine? Baby steps, one at a time. They're no longer going all in. This is the not everything all at once kind of energy, not having to juggle all of this, wishful thinking. I heard breakneck speed, just allowing what can be grounded, practical, and beneficial to be there without having to have all of it at once. What do the feminines need to know about that? Unconditional self-love and love of counterpart. So this is the happy meeting place. You're choosing you, divine feminine. You're defaulting right now to only engaging with your masculine when it feels good to you. That's beautiful. That means you're not engaging further when it doesn't feel appropriate or beneficial. That's okay. There's nothing saying you have to do that. You can keep your autonomy and only connect with your masculine when they are legitimately a frequency match for you. What are the masculines saying about this? This is next level stuff. Exactly. This kind of accountability. That was the first card we got. Mastery, accountability, acceptance. So the masculines are understanding that you don't play those games, divine feminine. And they have to approach in new and intriguing ways, I just heard. So they are intrigued and interested in how to approach a feminine in this particular alignment. What is the collective moving through regarding this? I release the need to know all the answers, doubt, so the not knowing. So divine feminines, you're leading the way in not needing to know where it's going, just needing to know that it's going sure-footed in a positive direction and staying open. This is faith-based. This is navigating through intuitive guidance appropriately, with mastery, with accountability, with acceptance of what is. It's not glossing over or pretending. This is real life, aliveness. What can we see for the collective regarding the heart space for these connections? Perspective, ideals, and beliefs, chamber of illumination. So there is a new level emerging for the collective. The next level stuff the masculines are touching on here. On the heart space, there's a heart opening. There's more of a safety, grounded, practical, highly charged, sensitive coming in. There's a purge, or there will be shortly a purge for the collective. In some way, there is a releasing of lower vibrational things going on right now. What can we see for the feminine's heart space, for the connections at this time? Ooh, King of Pentacles, another king. So we got King of Swords and now the King of Pentacles. This is the entrepreneur card. This is projects and abundance coming in, but this is also commitment. So both are here. When we know ourselves, when we've healed, we can channel that into energetic exchange out into the world and bring in abundance like this. This is an included inner masculine energy for divine feminines that are maneuvering in the world based on this entrepreneurial free enterprise, going for their gifts, their talents, their abundance. But this is also the muse energy, the commitment with the masculine. What do you need to know, feminines, about this? Knight of Wands, this is a deepening. This is what the sexual passion, the drive to pay attention to that beautiful creature that is your masculine was for in the early stages. That magnetic pull, the insatiable desire to know them, to explore the connection, to feel into their energy, to finally attune in their direction. This has been to help create this incredible legacy embodiment in you, divine feminines. What do the masculines want to say about this? I just need space so I can find my truth. In the reverse, this is the blocking card being turned and opened. So I just heard many masculines are going to allow communication and drop the block. This is the truth finding its way through the cracks like water. So divine masculines are, I heard some of them are begrudgingly changing their opinion about certain things that they harbored. So those newer to the journey are letting go of some of the judgment that they held about the feminine being too good to be true, or not standing the test of time, or a threat to their well-being in some way. The masculines are dropping that, and they're seeing the consistency, this long-standing, deliberate, committed consistency. They're not needing as much space as they did. Where is the connection going regarding the heart space? Oh, forgiveness. So there are changes of alignment, changes of perception, perspective, ideals, beliefs. Exactly. So this is a shift. Things are changing. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So divine masculines may have blocked the flow, blocked communication because of resentment on some level. So something that has happened in the connections triggered the masculines, and they are forgiving self and you, divine feminine, or some were ashamed. Some had doubt, some had guilt, some blocked energetically or in the 3D. Because of insecurity, either in you or in themselves, divine feminine. So in some way they ran because of that on the heart space. So there's a heart opening, understanding that you have given them the space needed and they aren't needing as much space because they're coming back around. There is a coming back around energy. What can we see for the collective on the heart space for each other? My heating thermostat is bothering me. It's modern art. What can we see on the heart space? Chamber of incantation. So this is ceremony. So in the collective, this is a rite of passage. So I'm hearing even with the equinox that just happened, but this level of progress for the connections, a mastery ceremony, because that was the first word of this reading, is mastery coming in here. So there is a ceremony happening in the heavens, I just heard. There's an energetic rite of passage that the twin collectives are breaking through the threshold of for humanity right now. How are the feminines? So this is a deep inner heart opening that does not have conditional love for the actions, deeds, desires of the counterpart. This is holding that unconditional love on a new level so that it does not have to be a focused material realm relationship for the love to be valid. Basically, it's another level of appreciation just for that person and the lessons that have accrued, I just heard. So what are the feminines up to? Princess of Swords, taking a curious look at the journey, at the counterpart, at everything that's gone on. Feeling it, feeling this rite of passage, feeling this transition. Feeling the clarity coming in a sweet way. It's non-judgmental. What can we see for advice for the feminines? Two of Wands. So this is stepping out of your comfort zone, divine feminine, and daring to see your divine masculine as the potential you sense in them, but as the human as well, and to remove the importance, the godlike proportions of your divine masculine and reconnect with source so that you can see your masculine objectively. They don't have all the answers just lording it over you or not choosing you. You can see objectively through the eyes of a higher vision and step out of harboring anything against your masculine. What are the divine masculines wanting to say? It's all in how you look at it. So yes, divine feminines, your divine masculine is also having simultaneous epiphanies, but they have also noticed, just like you can see how the divine masculines have certain shortcomings or stubborn tendencies to view reality a certain way, the divine counterpart that you're watching this for, feminines, has been waiting for you to see them in some way that's more compassionate, that's more supportive of the plight of their karmic pathway. And so, yes, they've had to go their own way with their karmic process, but that's not to be condemned. That's admirable. And so your masculine has been seeing compassionately. Their compassion for self and their journey has been up-leveling, and they have been waiting for you to see that aspect of theirs. This is the golden rule. So they are learning to totally embrace your pathway that way as well. What do the directions of this particular heart space alignment usher in? Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Exactly. One love, everyone. But each person's life looks different. Each person has a different challenge. I saw 1717. Each person has a different karmic pathway. Okay, what can we see for wishes, for manifestation of in the twin collective right now? Dimensional planes of perception, number 1, linear sequencing, hierarchy, time, and logic. So this new, more sane way of looking, this new level, next level stuff, looking at reality, looking at autonomy, looking at mastery, accountability, and this reassurance we're getting that everybody's on track, we're all doing our best, we're all working on this together. This new grounding, embodiment, is allowing for a different kind of logic to come in, where there is more forgiveness, where there is less envy or ridicule, where there is more acceptance of the way things actually are, instead of deluding ourselves and wanting to change others, wanting to force things. Where are the feminines at with this? 4 of Pentacles. They're holding on to the foundation. They're taking pause. This card looks like someone is weary and resting for a moment. What do you need to know about this sort of pause while you get your thoughts straight? Blockage. So this does not mean go and block your masculine. We just had this same 2 of Swords card. But this is take the time you need. Love yourself. Rest. I'm getting a weary energy here. You're not going to run out of time or screw up your twin union, divine feminines, if you take pause, because you need it, because you need to rest your weary heart. You're going through so much. You can only do so much in linear time. You can only do so much in a day. Take the time you need. Shut the world out. Protect yourself. Your energy. You are sacred. You are beautiful. And everything has a season. We have an inhale and an exhale. This is time for a little bit of an exhale and a rest period, divine feminines. So you're meant to manifest that at this time. You can't be go, go, go all the time. What do the masculines say? It's hard work, but someone's got to do it. They're taking the baton here, feminines. They are saying, rest. It's hard work, but somebody's got to do it. And they're joking, tongue-in-cheek, that you find resting difficult. Laying off the always is difficult for the feminines because we're so used to giving, giving, giving. The masculines know it's hard work to rest, and they're also up for a certain energetic help here. Where are the energies in the collective going? Self-esteem. I possess the gifts of soul that benefit me and others. So yes, part of soul is Shavasana. And the divine masculines also know that they can carry this energetic load, and they are arriving. This is energetic chivalry, I just heard. And so they are seeing that they are worthy of contributing in this dynamic and doing the work behind the scenes that will allow them to come across this relationship finish line with the feminines. Wow, what are the actions that we can see that the collective is undergoing at this time? Divination, intuition, inner vision, rescued reflections. Yeah, there's this deep look within. Divine masculines are really looking at the journey, looking at the work involved in the whole process, the journey. Laborious. The divine masculines are not talking to friends and family like the feminines. They are so composed and more action-based than the divine feminines. They process their emotions very internally. And so this has been incredibly challenging for the divine masculines as well. But the collective is all taking action, going higher, going to source, going to the divine, and doing life review, looking at the journey, looking at how far we've come, sorting things, taking pause. Where are the feminines at with this? 10 of Cups in the reverse. Again, updating the data bank on what would make the feminines happy, what really soothes the heart, makes the heart and soul sing. Divine feminines are taking pause to recalibrate and to consider what that might be at this time for them. 5 of Wands. Certain things need to go that are no longer serving, that are no longer making the cut. Divine feminines are eliminating certain things in their lives. Big changes happening for divine feminines. What are the masculines having to say about that? The truth below the surface. So they are saying, tune into your heart, integrity, compassion, and make your choices based on the things that resonate on the deepest levels, divine feminines. Divine masculines are spending time in their happy place and visiting the feminine's energy. Actually, they're visiting the energy within them that resonates with your energy, divine feminine. So it's not all about you, but it's all about that shared third energy where they can meet you as their God self and meet all beings from that place. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So there is this intuitive deep dive. Everybody's going very deep right now, rescuing any of the lower vibrational fears, assessments of the past. This is where it's all reclaimed, and all of it is for a purpose. Nothing is wasted. So there's a deep inner intuitive motion here. This is why we're being called to go into a mini hibernation, I just heard. It's not necessarily hermit mode. I wouldn't be surprised if that does come in, but it's a rest period. It's not necessarily the thinking and meditating and intending that the hermit might focus. It's more of a true Shavasana rest period. But it is to allow the intuition to speak, to be heard without efforting, with just allowing it to come in. What is the biggest challenge for the twin collective? Chamber of teleportation, journey, the journey, exchange, transference. So the hardest part is that it's a journey. It's hard work, but someone's got to do it. We are these specialists, energetic specialists that are on this journey, bravely, consciously, 24/7, all of our lives. Each one will be shown a life review as to why this is a journey for you. Where are the feminines at with that? 8 of Cups, weary, walking away from certain emotional falsehoods. Letting go of strife, letting go of emotionality, letting go of the masculine, of controlling the masculine, trying to control or objectify or produce a result. What do the feminines need to know about this? Things aren't going to move forward until that control is released, until it's a surrender, until reconnection to source has been secured. What do the masculines want to say about this? They're starting to see the big picture. In the reverse like this, I see the big picture. They haven't seen everything. So again, don't flog your masculine this way about what's transpired in your connection. Where's the energy going regarding this challenge? It's turning fear on its head. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So divine feminines, it's not that you are alone. It's that you haven't learned how splendorous and how capable you are on your own. We are coming into mastery. You don't need anyone else. You've got this. All the fears that being alone or not with your masculine brings up, it's just testing your resolve to be whole and to be in love. And divine masculines, you are surrendering, not needing all the answers, not needing to know the whole picture. It's going to be revealed in time, so you can let go of the fear that you will be on the outside. This is tempering you to be able to live in more close proximity with a divine creature like your feminine. So you haven't seen the big picture. It is next level stuff. Nobody has seen it the way that it will occur when everything balances more. What is the solution to the journey being the challenge? The heart is awake, love, innocence, and reverence, beginner's eyes in all things, continually looking for the newness, the freshness, the leap of faith in every moment, asking to be shown, what is this? It's like children when they're like, why? 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 Open the heart, be curious. See things through the filter of the heart, not fear. We're turning fear around. Where are the feminines with this? Justice, bringing justice. It is a beautiful day on planet Earth when we can walk with our eyes wide open, our hearts wide open, and look for what is good and right and true. Divine feminines are doing this and balancing the scales of the world. What do you feminines need to know? Queen of Wands in the reverse. Another glow up is set for the divine feminine collective. This means stepping more into that spiritually realized embodiment of the unique, beautiful person you are, divine feminine. Just you going through the rite of passage to become more authentically you is this justice rolling out on the planet. What do the masculines have to say about that? Is it worth it? Oh, what I just heard was, is it worth coming into a relationship when there is so much mind-blowing progress and benefit that these journeys create through our lives onto the planet, through the motion, through the spreading of the good news of love? Is it worth coming together and having this magical unfolding in autonomy end? So I'm actually going to pull a clarifier for you masculines, because that is a stage of the journey. And remember, feminines, your divine counterpart is human. This is a human question. So this is where the masculines are at regarding this journey, and they're wondering, is it worth halting this process of becoming by coming in and connecting further? Divine masculines, keep an open mind. Remember, this is a divinely guided journey. If it's time, your worlds will be brought into closer proximity in ways that you don't even have to premeditate or plan. It will be shown to you. It will be It will be. It will be. It's not a matter of is it worth it or not. You can be grateful for it all, but it will happen regardless. Where is the energy going in the collective? Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So this is the keep going energy. I'm being drawn to this quilting pattern. Everybody is one of these little facets in the design, and so everyone is contributing. Little nano machine changing reality of the human fabric. So keep going. It's not worth it. If you're still questioning if it's worth it, it's just not time yet, Divine Masculines, because it's all worth it. Life is worth it. Love is worth it. Consciousness is worth it. And yes, in time, it will be worth it to be more closely together. I just heard the divine guidance say this is the first time on planet Earth where it can be worth it on this level. It's next level stuff. What can we see for the direction of the twin collective in the near future? Seal of individuality. Here's that tapestry image again. So each facet, each fractal, authenticity, uniqueness, integration. We are still integrating the fractal that we each are, the gifts, the talents, the wholeness, balancing out, integrating. So Divine Masculines, remember, you can have a ego-aligned first-person assessment of things, but the reason that the energy is asking you to consider whether it's time or worth it yet is because everybody still needs a bit more time to integrate. That's just energy doing its thing. And so the logical mind might tell a story that seems like you have to decide, or that you're on the fence, or that you're poised. But really that languaging, if we throw that languaging out, we just get this timing assessment that it's not quite time yet. And so yes, be careful when this is another layer of the revelation that's coming in more and more, is these control paradigms that we describe through language for these energetic awarenesses that we're picking up on. We tend to think in terms of whether or not we have the ability or desire to do X, Y, Z, but really we're picking up on the potentials and the timelines and just describing whether we feel as though we should or could or would do those actions. It's a very interesting thing for those who can hear what was just said. Look at your reality that way. It's very interesting. It's a good way to get out of your own way and really be at peace about what is unfolding that you can witness. So when we're tempted to say, I have this preference or that preference, consider what those preferences imply about the timing of a scenario. So seal of individuality, authenticity, uniqueness, and integration. Where are the feminines at with this? Princess of Wands. So this is in the process of becoming this free spirit where you can totally be unique into the world as a unique light, a unique example. There's only one you. What do the feminines need to know about this? Doing the inner work. Only you have this ability to fully express your you-ness, 3333, into the world. And there is no example fully of you outside of yourself. So this is that inner pause, this inner look at really what makes your heart sing, what makes you unique, divine feminine. What would the masculine say? It seems perfect to me. So this is the 10 of Cups that the feminines just got, about the motion of what makes the heart sing. So divine masculines are feeling, they're coming around to these connections being perfect for them. Where is the connection going? I know that I'm never alone. So there's some recognition of the concept of loneliness and whether or not these connections are lost when they are out of sight. These connections bring so much energetic value. Can you really say that you've ever truly been alone on this journey? There's so much collaboration, even if just by proxy. Okay, one last card for the collective. What can we see? Transformation showed up. We've got 2. So transformation supports our ability to gracefully flow through times of transition, allowing the old to make room for the new. We are in this great shift. And honesty. Honesty supports our choice to be courageously truthful and genuine with kindness and tact. So we're all becoming more transparent, more honest, more safe, more loving, more ascended, more masterful, more accountable, and more accepting. We are creating heaven on earth, everyone. Bye for now.